Could we have a moment's silence, please, to remember the still suffering danceaholic? Thank you. I feel this is very important. It's very important to my Chelsea roots. And I brought this from my Chelsea meeting as well. It's my motto: let go, let go. It all is all about letting go. My name is Winnie. 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 I'm a danceaholic. I can't cover up my East End accent anymore. I really am from Chelsea. What can I tell you at this stunning meeting, really? I know you've asked me here to chair, and you'd probably love me to go on for the entire meeting, but unfortunately it's only an hour and a half, and we have some lesser mortals here that are not capable of listening to my wisdom for an hour and a half, so I'll try and keep it down to an hour. Anyway, my name's Winnie. I went to a public school in the East End, somewhere off the Milo Road. Where can I start? Where can I start? I wasn't always as important as I am now. I didn't always have a nice jacket and the cravat and the smarmy accent. I started off at public school, actually, in Chelsea. Yes. I did have friends in the East End. Yes, friends in the East End that worked in the city. I guess I'm a bit of a 60s boy, really. I frequented Sloane Square, although I'm not proud to say that, and a day at a time. I've not had a jive, a dance, or frequented those bars in Kensington High Street for quite a while. So you may be asking how this is done, and I will start from the beginning, because I think there's been a bit of disruption in these rooms due to a certain character who shall remain nameless. I was invited up, not invented, sorry, that was a bit of a Freudian slip. Some of you may not know, but Freud is a psychiatrist who didn't live in Sloane Square, but he might well have done if he hadn't been born in Germany. And yes, I used to have friends in the city. I was a danceaholic. I would be cavorting all over Sloane Square until I moved to Bognor. Where do I start? I'm just so important, it's hard to know where to start. Yes, it's even, am I a small pond in a big fish, or a big fish in a small pond? Since I moved to Bognor, it's very, very difficult to know. Yes, very, very difficult to know. I suppose Bognor is the epitome of my life. I mean, it's very unlike Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea's very relevant with the Chelsea Flower Show coming up. Yes. I like a nice pansy as much as the next man, but no, I have to remember where I come from. I come from a very rough bit of ground outside the East End. I may have had friends in the city, and I may have had friends in Brick Lane, but the fact that I used to frequent Soho, and I used to go around the bars like the Establishment with Peter Cook and Dudley Moore, and yes, and I had friends in the city, and some of them quite big fish in a small pond. I mean, the city is only as big as you want to make it. And sometimes when I was drinking in the Brick Lane pubs, I would think of my friends in Chelsea, and sometimes I'd even get a cab over. And those girls in Sloane Square, they were the bee's knees, if you like that sort of thing. But where do I start? I could go on all night, really, but anyway, I started this meeting on a Tuesday night, and Danceaholics has really changed my life. Yes. I guess I when I was frequenting those bars in Chelsea with the boys who lived in the city, and I've known some big fish in a small pond. I guess I really didn't even know what a danceaholic was. It's very, very nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice, and these days I am very, very nice. I like to talk about myself. I can go on for hours. I'll try and keep it down to half an hour, 45 minutes, or even an hour tonight, because it is a big meeting and I know some of you might want to talk about themselves as well. And you know, it is Friday night and some of you want to go and have fish and chips and a curry or something and then go to bed. So yes, I'm also very pleased with this charity shop. I've got a nicely fitting tweed jacket which would have befitted me when I was in Chelsea, and I've got this lovely Edinburgh wool shop knitwear which not many people know that Stilling is nearly as posh as Bognor. And yes, I managed to get a haircut in before I came, so I'm a very satisfied customer. Now when I was in Sloane Square in the 60s, yes, Sloane Square, we learned modern jive there, and danceaholism is a very, very curious disease, you know. Once you start dancing, you just really can't stop. And since I've met Annabelle, what a lovely name Annabelle is, isn't it? It really is. Yes, Annabelle. Some of the best looking girls I've ever met in Bognor are called Annabelle. I don't know why, they all seem to be called Annabelle. That or Clarissa or something like that. And when I was walking around Stelling before I had lunch in the wine bar, I found this lovely cravat. Yes, yes. And some of my friends in the city used to wear cravats. And no, it's not that a cravat is the badge of danceaholism, but I used to dance. I used to dance all over Chelsea, and sometimes we'd slum it. We'd go down to the East End with the Barrow boys that worked in the city. But I always knew I was meant for better things, and I knew one day I would retire to Bognor, and eventually I have. Yes, yes, and yes. Well, I'm beginning to bore myself, really. I don't really know what to go. I'm very glad that you invited me, Annie. Annie, yes, I'm very glad you invited me. You must have been very, very, very short of chairs to invite somebody as humble as me. I see you've got all the cards there. And Stelling is a very, very nice place. It's, of course, in West Sussex, and I live in West Sussex, just south of the county town in, well, it's not actually Littlehampton, it's Rustington, I say Bognor, but a bit of a come down actually from Chelsea on the Chelsea Flower Show, which is on this month. But yes, yes, when I was dancing, or dancing I should say, because I'm not really from the East End, dancing, I would just dance, and I would wonder, well, Winnie, where are you going with this? Where does it all end? But since I've had my hair cut, and I got this nice tweed jacket that I bought in Stelling, and this nice cravat, I feel I could just sit here and bore you for ages. But I'm afraid I'm not going to. There's a chap over there sitting in the corner, and he's beginning to annoy me. He's got a smile on his face. If there's one thing as West End boys can't stand, it's a smile. I didn't overcome dancing for people to take the piss out of me. You know, I've had my hair cut decently, I've got a nice jacket, and my name's Winnie, and he's beginning to really annoy me, so I think I'll leave it there. Yes. And if you'd like to join me in the Serenity Prayer, because I feel I may not stay the course. Sod grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And thank you for my overinflated ego. Thank you.